Hello everybody and welcome back to the realm of Zowo. We return with our intrepid monster fuckers.
We are not any of that.
We haven't fucked any monsters yet.
Yeah.
Yet. You will.
Flax doesn't even fuck.
Well, yeah, Flax is ace, but the rest of you aren't. Anyway.
Matthew fucks.
That's debatable.
Rathu definitely fucks. Have you seen his outfit? Have you seen the sweat, like the vest? Anyway.
I know, I drew it.
And we all know Azza fucks.
Yeah.
Azza may technically be a monster fucker at this point. Paleo could count. Anyway.
Not unless Paleo's lichen.
Well, she's... I mean, she has the features, and she's big, and...
Nah.
Anyway. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Anyway, so... where we last left off, our intrepid, heroes, question mark, were within a, meeting a nice new friend of theirs, the, first vampire. How'd that go?
Matthew didn't like being his presence.
About as well as, every other vampire that you guys have met?
A little better.
Bit better.
Didn't kill him.
Yeah.
You haven't killed every vampire you've met.
There's only one vampire we haven't killed, other than Crypt.
No, that's not true. Anyway.
Wait, no, it is. Every vampire we met, we killed except for the that one.
Every vampire that we know of.
Yeah.
There's the one that got away. That's
that's the one I'm talking about.
well, the first vampire we're talking about, where it is the chest.
I know, Crypt.
I really hope the music is picking up, because it wasn't last time, apparently.
Oh.
Well, no, I was re-listening to the audio, and the music just wasn't in there.
Weird.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Oh, I need to turn my thing off, because it shows up in the thing. That's better, I think. Anyway. So, y'all stopped talking to Crypt and said hello, and you're now back on the floor.
As
The sun has barely moved since you went inside.
Azza went to the nearest phone because she needs to try and get contact with Paleo because she may know where Splash is because she has the other dungeon core thing.
We don't have a phone in the apartment.
That's why I said nearest phone.
Oh. You can check with Dr. Frost.
I think I said that she went to a payphone.
Oh, right.
Something like down the lobby. And
Payphones would have to be pretty expensive in this time period, huh? Anyway.
And I think Chat actually went with.
You took
Wait.
No, I think Chat stayed behind.
Yeah, I stayed behind. I stayed
wow.
behind. I was the last one to
Yeah.
leave.
To have a conversation with the vampire, you know, the thing that she does every time.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong. Anyway. Cool. So what's up next?
I guess. What time of day is it?
About midday.
Midday.
Need to turn you down a little bit. There you go. Anyway. Yeah, no, it's a little bit after midday because, Azza escaped in the morning, and then it took, a good day, a good few hours to get up the river, up the East River.
I guess, Cat would just be like, I'm really, where are you guys heading off to? Like, just kind of,
Wait, is she asking us or Azza?
well, honestly, like, if Azza's, like, the one, like, leaving, like, if she's the only one showing any signs of leaving, like, she will ask her.
Azza has left.
What was the question?
Like, about, like, oh, wait.
You're downstairs.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you didn't
like
get the
about like, yeah, like I was just gonna ask them like where they were heading to.
Yeah, I'm not there.
Alright. So I guess Chad is just simply gonna talk to Flax, just being like, "Oh, what's your plan for the rest of the day, miss?"
Flax thinks that it is a good idea to go to the library and study these things more.
Hmm. Understandable. Understandable. You Raphael?
Honestly, I just kind of zoned out.
Hmm. Hmm.
What was I doing?
You were going to take some more of this, and I pull out the bottle of drugs of the speed and the pipe.
I look at Flax. Disappointingly.
Right.
And then I take the pipe.
Do you take the drug?
Yeah.
Okay. Flax will join you. I think that means I only have like 3 left now.
It's what, a Constitution save? I don't remember how the drug works.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be honest, I do not remember what I was doing personally in the last game, other than walking out of crypt.
I rolled a natural 1 on taking drugs.
It should be a willpower save in this case.
Well, either way, whatever modifier I take to it, I rolled a natural 1.
I rolled
You-
constant. Would it be an int save then? D&D 5e doesn't have will saves.
Yeah, that's wisdom.
Wisdom.
Oh, wisdom. And in that
Yeah.
case, I rolled an 11.
Flax, you meet up with Azza. Who's down by the front door of the building. You take the quick way down.
Yeah. Flax came down the stairs. Hello, Azza. How is Azza doing this day?
And by the quick way down, I mean that you jumped out the window.
Do I have... Okay, I'm gonna cast Levitate on myself as soon as, like, towards the bottom. I'm gonna cast Levitate on myself.
Do wisdom to do that? Roll wisdom first.
Hold on, first I need to roll to see if I get a wild surge.
No, first you
Okay.
need to roll it to see if you can think to do that.
Oh. 6.
Yeah, no, you splatter on the ground.
That's boring.
And then your chest heals, because that's the point of the thing. Whatever.
No, this is a different drug.
This is we're taking the speed, not the relentless.
Well, you didn't say. I don't know.
I did say speed.
I don't remember what the fuck that is.
It's the
It's
one,
the one with
the
it's
pipe.
the one in the jar with the crystal.
Yeah.
That wasn't the name of it.
I don't know what the name. You never told us what the name was.
I
you said it
did.
was you said it was basically magical speed.
No, I said it was called moon sugar. Whatever.
Sugar.
It's
Take
not
blue
important.
sugar then.
Then yeah, no, it's not magical speed. It's very different from speed. It's the opposite.
When we took it, we like ran all the way home and stayed up all night to work on
You
stuff.
You have the zoomies. That's it.
Yeah, that's what speed does. That's why it's called speed.
Yeah, speed.
Like I have it listed as magic speed in my
Well,
thing.
never mind. I don't
But that's
remember
what
all
I-
the drug in this game.
That's why I said okay. I took the magic speed.
Fine. Willpower save.
All right. Well, I mean, I still rolled a nat 1 when I took it, but okay.
Okay.
I'll roll a new one.
You
If
have
you
to
want.
do no. You have to do the first thing that comes into your head right now.
Library.
Okay? You are running to the library as fast as
Alright.
you can.
All right, I zoom right past Asa.
You run down the stairs. You just keep going.
Yes.
You are running to the university.
Yes.
You don't remember
And
that the
seeing that-
train exists.
Seeing
Yeah.
that, the first thing that Rathu thinks is, "Hey, I wonder where she's going."
Rathu, you have slightly more control over what you hyper focus on for the next 6 hours.
I guess.
He is just gonna follow Flax.
Okay?
But he's probably
You both
he's probably
forget
gonna look
that-
at like
Public
He's probably gonna look
transportation
at, like-
exists.
he's probably gonna look at like anatomy books when he gets there.
Cool. That's great. You're on Adderall and you're gonna go play you're gonna go fucking study. That's great for you, for your health.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I want to investigate like living dungeons or whatever these are. What did they say they were called?
Dungeon cores.
Yes, I want to look up dungeon cores.
Okay.
All right, Flax is gonna spend the next probably 5 hours or 5 or 4 hours because running to a university that's a train trip away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you go as fast as possible. By the way, I'm gonna say you take. Okay. Rathu, you're fine. Flax.
I could do an athletics to see how fast how I can do an athletics.
No, I want you to pick one.
What?
I want you to pick exhaustion or damage.
I'll take exhaustion.
Okay, you take 1 point of exhaustion because of just you go all out
Oh
entirely.
yeah.
The other option was taking like 3 damage just because you pulled muscles that you
Yeah,
do
no,
not want to pull.
I think exhaustion probably makes more sense since I'm basically running a marathon.
Yeah. But the thing is, you're not. It's less than a marathon, but you are sprinting the whole way.
Yeah.
You are going. You are going double your speed. You are. That's your only action.
Yeah, your action dashing the entire way.
Yeah.
You're going 10 feet a second, so it's not. You're going pretty fast.
Right.
Only 10 minutes? Okay, no.
All right.
It's not
So,
very far, actually.
What do I roll to get what do I roll to look into dungeon cores?
I think that'd be investigation.
Investigation or
Since
Arcana.
we're looking for the books.
All right, I'll do investigate. My investigation and Arcana are the same, so I'll just do investigation. God damn it! I got a 0.
Okay, so
I got a 0.
Flax spends the next 2 hours, incredibly confused, with the card catalog. Just
I am
stuck
going
in the card
to-
catalog.
Who is
and-
Dewey Decimal?
I
How
slammed.
did they know your name?
I slammed several cards on the table in front of Flax. It says, "This is it. We can create our own dungeon core."
At some point, Flax gets like an arm stuck inside one of the holes after pulling the drawer out.
Oh yes. No, I got the book is in. I feel Flax feels a book deep in here.
Rathu's
Yeah.
not even paying attention. Rathu just going on.
I didn't roll a 0, but I did roll an 8 to look for anatomy books.
You find basic biology books, like first-year biology books, and a forensics book.
It's a start.
Yeah. Anyway, let's cut back to Azza.
It'll probably take him half an hour to go through both. So he'll just work his way up the grades.
Well, first, chat. Where do you go? Do you follow the idiots or?
I guess so. Chad is just basically like walking.
We're going to your
following them.
university.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't know that going beforehand.
she's just basically like just following them because like everyone else is left and she feels she needs
I
to
mean,
do the
Az is
same.
still downstairs if you go down the normal way.
You're at a payphone.
Well,
Where
no,
would the payphone be? The lobby.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like on a street corner.
No, she. Like your apartment building has like one of those payphones, like the
Like
Yeah,
Walmart has.
Well, no, like the booths from like old, like the hold the phone booths.
Yeah.
So I guess like chat will notice Azza there if she sees her. Just be like, maybe I should just stay by Azza.
Oh,
By the way, your mic is a little quiet, chat.
How about now? Better? Is it better?
It did not change whatsoever.
It's about the same.
did not.
Okay. Really? How about
I
now?
think
Yeah.
you need to. I think you need to move your mic closer to your face.
How about now? Like,
Yeah,
I-
that-
better.
Not that.
No, I mean, no.
There we go.
Az is basically just waiting on the phone, being like, come on. Haley, pick up.
This is what they look like.
That makes sense. Kind of looks like something you'd find in Grand Central Station.
This one actually, I think, is in Grand Central. The picture.
yeah.
The granite looks right. I think that one is in Grand Central.
Absolutely.
Let me show the people at home. I'm really bad at putting things into things. Really bad at sticking stuff into the picture. This is what it is. Okay, folks at home, thank you. Anyway, let me just Azza's theme.
Bring in the banjo.
Anyway, so Azza calls on the phone and uses the little phone number that she grabbed from her front pocket.
That was the former number of a prisoner.
Front pocket, yeah. Convenient, wasn't it?
Very.
Hello? What's up?
Paleo. That is a...
Oh, it's you. I didn't expect you to call so soon.
Well, I was able to pop open that trunk. It's not what I thought, or what you thought. I don't think either of us would have expected, but inside it is a whole entire dungeon. That's alive.
Dungeon? No. Well, I mean... okay.
It's apparently the briefcase was also a part of it.
Right.
So I was hoping you might know where Splash may be or where they may be going.
Splash?
Yeah,
What
a
about...
little out of that. She took the briefcase
Ah,
because the thing that's in the trunk that I have, he's not only crazy. He says he's the first vampire. So these things might be a little dangerous.
there are a lot of things that are dangerous. Alright. I can't help right now, but I can let you know where she might be. I remember asking her where she used to live.
Uh-huh.
She could be somewhere around there. However, it's a bit of a dangerous place.
Nothing I can't handle, you know that.
If you really think so, sweetie. Okay. She told me she lived near the boat graveyard.
The boat graveyard.
Yep. It's up north a little bit in the bay.
I see.
You know, the big island at the end.
Yeah, I know the one.
Can't ever for the life of me remember the name, but you know, at the very end there's this big old fucking island. That's where all the rich people live. But it's one of the oldest places in the damn city. And and somewhere around there is the boat graveyard. It's where they take boats and then sink them. So that they
Let me guess.
become
Just for fun?
No, for the safety of the harbor.
Oh, right. Right. Thank you so much, Paleo.
You bet, sweetheart. Let me know if you need anything more.
Will do. And with that, Azza will hang up.
At this point, Chat has been standing behind you for like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay, perfect. Just a cat I need to see. Y'all know how to get to the boat graveyard? Chat? Gunmetal, your mic's muted. Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can.
I
I guess-
I
We could switch scenes until Gunmel's back.
Alright.
yeah.
Let me just grab some alt music. Did I ever...
I have all my music like on Google Doc,
All of
like
mine is in
already
Google
in
Doc.
the command. Like I have it already in the command form, so I just have to copy paste a specific line.
No, mine's in an Excel sheet. For my convenience.
Gross. Excel? Disgusting.
Well, it's not actually Excel.
Blech.
It's Google Sheets.
Anything of I hate cell forms.
Spreadsheets
the only-
are way easier to understand than anything else.
Well, that is true, but I use spreadsheets usually for like
Spreadsheets are for
tables.
numbers.
Yeah. Like I use spreadsheets for like magical item inventory, random effects tied to a dice roll or stuff. Like the sea events that y'all can roll if y'all sail a week on the ocean.
Well, no.
Uh,
I think in spreadsheets. Anyway.
Weird. Rathu, Flax has found the key to everything. I slammed down a piece of lint and a bookmark that I found at the back of a shelf.
What?
Flax has found the answer to creating a dungeon core.
Bookmark?
What?
I pick up the bookmark.
Where did the book Flax was just holding go? What time is it? What time is it?
It is several hours later.
I'm gonna say that Rathu has worked his way up to high school level biology and
Well,
anatomy.
it was already they weren't like they were college level books. They were just small.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, I'm gonna say Rathu has worked his way up to like anatomy 404.
You're learning the many uses of dragons' gas splatter. The
One of the
Dragonborn's gas splatter.
Oh.
Hmm?
The gizzard?
The gas splatter. A little.
Yeah, the gizzard. The
Oh.
sac that holds the bile that creates their breath attack.
Yeah.
Is that what
No,
you're
this
talking
is the gas splatter so they can fly.
No. That's it. It's the little thing that holds the flammable gas when you light fire things. Anyway.
Yeah, the gizzard.
No, gizzards are for like storing rocks.
You're for storing rocks.
Yes, I collect rocks.
Dork.
But Flax, I don't think I've seen you pick up a book this whole time.
He's had a pile of books right here. Where did it go? Who stole Flax's books?
I stand up and give Flax a pat on the shoulder. Flax, there never was any books.
What has Flax been doing? What has Flax been eating?
I think it's index cards.
Ah, that explains the taste in Flax's mouth of ink.
A severe-looking woman stands before you two.
What species?
uh,
Darkfee?
uh,
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the
You have
spot
to
like
stop
that.
putting Shockfee on the spot like this.
I didn't mean to.
It's
a guinea
pig lady.
pig, I guess. Okay.
Hello. How may Flax
Hello.
assist you?
I believe that is my line, sweetie.
How may you assist Flax then?
Yeah. Yeah, about that. What are you doing in here?
Research.
And what exactly are y'all on?
Flax is researching for a thesis on a concept called dungeon cores.
Right. And that is why you have been eating my card catalog.
Flax got hungry.
Right. Do I need to write you up?
Please, Flax cannot get written up one more time, or else she loses scholarship.
Uh-huh. Alright, well, I'll give you one other option. You're gonna come back to my office, and I am going to give you something.
Yes! I got 17 for deception.
Come on.
Yes. Okay, alright.
Bye, Flax. And Rathy goes back to reading.
She holds
All right.
Flax's wrist and just pulls her away.
Okay. Alright. Flax goes.
Alright, sweetheart. I'm gonna give you something so that you don't keep nomming on my shit.
Is it food?
It is not food. Now, and then she just pulls you into her office. Sit down.
Okay. Flax sits down, confused.
Good little lizard. Anyway, I'm just gonna... And she grabs something and then slams it on your head.
Ah!
And suddenly, your head is entirely clear.
Ah! Warn Flax before doing that.
No. Anyway, you will be wearing this until you leave.
What?
In fact... Yeah.
What does it look like?
It's a diadem.
Oh, okay.
What the hell's
Oh.
a diadem?
It's a type of crown, like a tiara.
Yeah.
I was expecting a dunce cap, honestly.
No, it's a like a metal circlet with a gem in the center, and it is.
Is this a
Um,
diadem of intelligence?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet! I'll take the time to attune. Hell yeah!
That is not an option you are given.
It's the what would it be? The headband of intellect, like stat wise. Is this the headgear that makes my intelligence 19? Is what I'm asking.
Sure. Yeah, let's go with
Okay.
that. It also does not allow you to experience any intoxicant effects whatsoever.
Okay. So that means if I wear it,
You're not high anymore.
but I'm also smart.
You're a big ol' smarty now. You're smarter than Rathu now.
Cool. Anyway, you can go talk to Raphael again. You can go on, honey. Do you need me to help you find those books? Because I can find them for you.
Flax thinks she's got it.
All right, little sweetie. She pats you
All
on
right.
the head. All right, but remember, you can always come and ask for help. Why'd I go with
Yes.
guinea pig? Why?
I like
I
it.
think as you were saying guinea pig, I said pig lady.
Oh shit, that's not what I didn't mean to roll that. Hold on. I was trying to click the other thing.
So we both came to the conclusion of she'll be some sort of pig.
You know why guinea pigs are named guinea pigs?
Why?
Because they used to be a food item.
They're still a food item.
Yeah, but the reason Europeans call them guinea pigs is because the Europeans would trade them for food on long voyages. As in, they would trade for them to be their food. Translators fluent in guinea pig.
All right. I'm gonna search for arcane cores now,
Alright, roll
or
investigation.
the dungeon cores. Right.
Or Arcana.
Investigation. Where is it? There's investigation. Oh, that's a lot better. Dirty 20. Now that I got this headband helping me.
Alright. You find a section of the library that is different from the others. The section is behind a gate.
I wave over the librarian.
Yes, sweetheart? What do you need?
Flax's research materials are beyond this gate.
Of course, sweetheart. She snaps her fingers. The
All right,
gate opens.
I go in and look around for it.
Now, sweetheart, it's over here. You
Alright.
you look behind you, and the librarian is on the clear other side of the restricted section, pointing at a small pile of books that are
Alright.
already on a small desk for you.
Oh, perfect. I research arcane dungeon cores. I research the dungeon cores.
They are all chained to the desk.
That's fine. Can I still like open them?
Yes.
Okay,
One of
that's
them
fine.
is much, much bigger than the rest. Just putting it out there. Anyway, I can give you some of the information that those books contain, but I'll go jump over to Rathu for the second, okay? Rathu, so
Hello.
with your research, you have been able to discover, just, more of general biology. You find yourself with the librarian lady behind you. She's looking over your shoulder.
unless she like makes herself known, he's probably not gonna notice her.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm trying to research anatomy, biology, anatomy, how the body works. I have an idea.
And you've been taking drugs too, haven't you?
Only for focus.
Well, I don't have another of those of my little presents, but I believe that focus isn't doing you much good, sweetie. I could always clear that effect if you wish.
Maybe in like half an hour.
Right, yo. Do you want specific books upon that subject, or?
Maybe skeletal structures, tendons, muscles, stuff like that. How things move.
Cool. Alright then.
You see, I'm an artificer and I have ideas.
She pulls a book out from behind her back and just places it in front of you.
Thank you. And Rathy just starts reading.
1 second. I just wanted to...
Okey-dokey.
This is the kind of book that it is now.
Book that I've been given, or the book that Flax saw?
That you have been given. It looks like this.
Okay, cool.
Alright, I'm gonna jump back to Azza. Let me just go to my...
Get the proper mood music.
Alright, so Azza, you're talking to chat.
Chat. Perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know,
Yeah?
do you know how to get to the boat graveyard?
No, I don't think I'm familiar with that place.
Well, that's where Splash is going to be, most likely. If we're gonna get Safecracker, we gotta find her.
I mean, if you want me to, maybe I could just try to quickly reference like a map to find something out, because I don't specifically look for places, but maybe I could find out for you. Okay?
Sure. I mean, Paleo told me it's near the front of that one island north. But, I don't know much about the area. You know, you're a local, you do.
Let me, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do like a bit of like, would it be history or would it be some other role?
History works.
Pretty good roll.
Mm-hmm.
What's the roll?
21.
Okay. You're able to remember that the island that is being talked about, and in fact where the boat graveyard is Colonia, the peninsula up at the very, very north of Mila. And the boat graveyard is in the old bay near Colonia.
I think I know the stomping grounds now. Now that I'm like seeing it and remembering stuff now. Sorry, Raza. I can easily lead you there.
Thanks. Who
Yeah.
knows, maybe on the way there we might actually run into Paleo.
Hey, I have a
Sure. Who's Paleo again?
Oh, she's the woman who helped me get out of prison.
Oh,
Yeah,
was
her
she a jailer?
and she was a prisoner.
Oh. Very interesting friends you made.
She and the rest of her group, the Pride, all escaped with me.
Okay.
And Splash.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
And what?
This is all very good.
We got ground to cover. Let's go.
Alright, I'll follow after you.
You have to
Like
take
in-
the train north
Mhm.
from Imperium and through Revis all the way to Colonia. There's only one train that takes you all the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just taking the train and I'm like, alright. Maybe helping us could be good for me. Good for my mental state. It's just gonna be fun, so yeah. Like yeah, I'm just probably trying to make some small talk with Aza, trying to find out about some hobbies. Like any sort of things you do outside of like your work?
Well, I did whittle a bit.
Little, huh?
Yeah, make a little small statues out of woods, maybe some old twigs I found. Don't get much time for it though. Farming's all day, from dawn to dusk. Why am I usually up so early?
I guess for me, aside from like doing my work in the form of studies, there is like a bit in which I oddly want to like sort of like simulate in my head like some of those historic events happening, like some battlegrounds and such, and like in my head, like just for like entertainment, because it's just kind of like odd, like getting all this information and like just not using it. I'm not using it for like anything, you know. So I tried to like entertain myself with a bit of like these simulations.
I guess I understand. Don't really, I'm not 100% sure.
It's just a case of boredom. I don't really have much to do outside of studying, and the rest of my life before was just basically devoid of much social interaction when I got into the college.
Well, that's not fun.
I mean, constantly being mocked for like one's age is certainly one detractor for a lot of socializing.
Yeah, that would be a factor, I guess.
Like really, I didn't even had friends even when I was living with my parents. Homeschooling and such. Barely any kids out for me to even encounter. I don't even know how to interact with someone my own age. And now look at me, just being able to change my age all willy-nilly. And I still don't know.
Well, honestly, I can't really help y'all there. The only real thing y'all can do for that is, well, experience. And hey, maybe if we do find Splash and she gives up Safecracker willingly, and we do meet up with Baleo, hey, maybe y'all can meet the rest of the Pride.
Hmm.
50 in total.
Well, I mean, if you're okay with them, I guess I could be fine being introduced to another group of outlaws.
Well, you see, Paleo was put in not because of what you think. See, her actual crime was illegal boxing, like some underground
Oh.
ring.
Oh.
But it wasn't because there was a snafu and they were all caught. No, one of the higher ups told her to take a dive. She didn't, and they were like, "Nah," and they just went and put her in prison as like some kind of punishment.
Okay, that's honestly pretty dang rough.
Yeah, that prison was something else. When you think prison, tell me this? When you think prison, what do you think?
Honestly, possibly a lot of scary characters, enclosed spaces for most of the time. You barely having any chance at the sunlight.
Yeah, that prison. Take those thoughts, crumple them up, throw them away. There were so many prisoners that the guards basically stopped giving two shits about watching us and let us essentially form our whole community in there. Unfortunately, a lot of people that go in don't make it out alive because, no guards watching everyone, no guards stopping the fights, except when we rioted.
Oh man, a lawless state. That's
This
Oh,
whole place is lawless. Someone's got their pocket. Someone has someone else in their pocket all the time. Feels like. Like there was this, and she holds up her wrist and shows the second lock. This little guy right here, he was some rich prick that went in there, and nothing was taken from him. Me, I was stripped down almost on my skivvies.
I really don't like that sound of that at all.
You know why he got privileges? Because his daddy had money.
I guess this is a big reason why people want.
You see, I don't have money. Am I happy? Of course. I mean, I was happy until two of my children hated me. But that's another story for another day. I am happy. You know why? Because I work hard. I earn my living.
Really? Wait. So now all of your children hate you? Like you still have someone who cares about you?
It's a long story. I guess where it starts. I live with my mom, my son, and I have a pair of twins. The son I have was born before them, so he's the oldest. I had a husband. Emphasis on had. He didn't die. What actually happened, turned out, was that he was some very big criminal, and when they actually found him, they carted him away. And I essentially, just to save face, because this was like only months after the twins were born, I told them their daddy was this great hero, so they could have someone to be proud of, because they didn't really have a father figure. My eldest son, who was only like 5 at the time, had to grow up real quick. And then recently, about a few months ago, the twins figured it out. They were mad that it turns out that the heroic man that I hyped up for like, geez, how long has it been now? They were broken when they found out their dad was some horrible criminal. They stopped talking to me, and eventually they did go back to talking, but it was yelling and saying how much they hated me for what I did. And that they're upset that they don't have anyone in their family that they can be proud of. It's why I'm doing this in the first place. Just to make them proud again. Get them talking to me, right? My son, my eldest son, my eldest son, he understands why I did it. He holds no animosity, but it's weird, and you're so young, and you have to take on all the responsibilities of the man of the house. And so that kind of brings us to here. I'm trying to make a name for myself. And when I go home, my kids may have heard of my deeds. I can essentially be a family again.
Chad is basically like holding her eyes like through her hood. It's just like through like her dress. It's just like that's sad.
Yeah, it is sad, but God damn it! And she punches the empty seat next to her, denting it.
Strength.
Oh, that's a natural one. Son of
You somehow managed to bruise your knuckles on the soft pillow that is the seat next to you.
Well, I imagine it's wood or something underneath.
Yeah, but the pillow is straw.
Hmm.
Anyway, let's cut back.
Wait,
to...
straw is stiff and pointy. It hurts.
Let's cut back to our girl Flex. Our girl of Flex. Let's see. I don't have a theme song for Flex yet, so.
We should get one made. It'd definitely be like Cajun.
Well, no, I haven't been getting
Banjo.
things made for most things. I've been for the characters in this game. I have a theme song picked out for most of y'all out of free music.
I know what Flax's would be. Think like New Orleans jazz.
Yeah, but see, the thing is that there isn't much free music of that.
I know, there's not a lot of free jazz.
Trust me, I only have like 6 jazz songs that I can play on this because that's the only free jazz I can find
I know.
easily.
You like jazz?
You like jazz?
Okay.
All
I
right.
really gotta stop getting
So-
notifications on my wrist.
I'm
Anyway.
reading the big book.
Alright, the big book. The big book is very. Like, when I say big book, what do you imagine?
I imagine the size of the book that Biden was sworn in. You've seen the size of that book, right?
I haven't actually.
Let's see. It is massive. Here's a picture of it. Oh, let me. Okay. That's pretty much what I'm imagining.
That's boo.
Yeah, so take that and double its height and width. Not,
So, like,
not
it's-
thickness. It is
Oh.
tall and wide.
Oh, okay.
Actually, more than double height and width.
So more like the Inspector Gadget user manual.
More like this.
Oh yeah, that's pretty big.
Yeah. That's the kind of book that you are currently reading.
It is bigger than Rathu.
It is almost bigger than Rathu.
It is
yeah.
as tall as Rathu.
It's a pretty big book. It's bound in some kind of odd leather, and as you move the pages, you realize that it's a very old book, and all of the pages, and I mean all of the pages, are prepared in an ancient technique as in their parchment instead of paper. The entire book is made of parchment, which means every single one of those thousands of pages, well, you know what I mean, lots of pages, they're all animal skins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can do I have any paper or anything? Do I have anything to like copy stuff down on?
You have a small, like, you have a bunch of little tiny papers and golf pencils.
Okay. Yeah, I'll start taking notes. What do I learn about arcane cores? I specifically want to learn about how to make one.
Alright, so the majority of the book is a history. It is a history of an ancient family that starts thousands of years ago. But when you get to the middle of the book, you find what you're looking for. It describes a ritual that was created a long time ago. It is a ritual of binding. And there are several types of binding that allow a creator to use the power of a soul or a spirit, because remember, they are different, either a soul or a spirit, to power some form of device. You find several references to different types of devices, but you skip past most of them, such as living weapons, and certain kinds of portals, until you finally find what you're actually looking for, the dungeon core. You find that there was an ancient legend that the family found out about. That at the beginning of time, there were two people. At the beginning of time, there was a tribe, and they were traveling, and there were two people in charge, brothers. One brother found a beautiful red gemstone and turned to the other brother and tried to show it to him. The other brother didn't like this. It was frivolous. They had to be hunting, gathering. They had to form a society. The first brother took the stone and bashed his brother's head in. When the deed was done, the stone glowed. And, in penance, by word of the gods, the living brother set the stone at the top of a small temple. And for years, offerings would be made to the dead brother's spirit. As the spirit was appeased, it was slowly and eventually discovered that below the small temple was a series of caverns. And within those caverns were monsters. These weren't like the rest of the world. These weren't simply people who had their own priorities. These creatures had no minds of their own. They simply attacked, defended, and moved. And within those hollowed halls of the ancient temple were treasures, and as the first adventurers who enter the halls discovered, a chance to gain power. The first trio to complete and get to the end of the temple found the stone once more. The stone stood over a small altar in the center of a massive cavern. The trio was a wizard, a rogue, and a fighter. And the three of them fought past hundreds of monsters to get to the end. They asked the stone why it was doing this, and the stone said, "I am protecting myself from you."
Hello? Oh.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. They said, "Why are you doing all of this? If only you had stayed the way you were, you could have simply been given offerings for all of this time." And the stone said, "No. No, I couldn't. I must grow as you do. And as I have grown, so have you."
Alright, so I think Flax is going to write down that she thinks that you need to find a special stone and then kill someone, and that person becomes the core. That is Flax's interpretation of this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I can hear you. I'm trying to think if I'm allowed to continue to the next whatever.
I think that's probably the point that Flax is going to shift her research into trying to find out more what this stone is.
Okay. Well, we'll
Yeah.
cut back to the duo.
Hello.
Hello.
Hand.
And
No, I'm picking up where it was. Hand. Yeah, that's why I'm doing all this in the first place. Just kind of get my family back. But I swear, if I see that two-timing son of a bitch, I'm gonna lay him out. Chat. I think Chat had another phone call.
anyway, as you get to the end of the line, the train actually goes above ground for the last bit, on rails above the area. You end up getting off near the beginning of the island of Colonia. What was it? Colonia?
Colonia, yeah.
Yeah. Instead of going into Colonia, where you can tell it's a very rich area, although, I mean, there are some poor people there, but you can tell that it's not. It's a fancy area. And so instead, you go slightly south into the bay, where you see a large collection of ships in the distance.
Ha! There it is.
Now you can try to swim across, try to find a boat, or try to walk around the bay to get to the closest you can to the graveyard. What would you like to do?
Look for a boat.
Alright, roll investigation.
1 second, I accidentally closed my character sheet by accident. Investigation. Oh, crap, I'm going to do that. I am not smart. 9?
Alright, you find a small, port of boats. And inside that small area, you just find like a fisherman in a rowboat.
As I will walk up to him. Out of there.
Hi,
I was
what's going on?
I was wondering if I could rent your boat for a little bit.
Yeah, what do you need it for?
I need to head out to the ship graveyard. The boat graveyard.
Why are you trying to go out there, Sonny?
Well, you see, one of them ships was my great uncle's, and I heard from my dad that there might be something on that ship for my family. So I wanted to go out and see if the rumor was true.
Well,
What was that? I only caught that last little sound.
well, I could take you with me out there, but frankly, it's kind of a faux pas. And you know,
Oh.
if I went out there, my boat would, probably join the graveyard.
Well, y'all don't need to come with us. I just need the boat, really. I mean, if y'all got...
And what am I
I got
supposed to
plenty.
do about having a boat? I'm a fisherman. This is my
how much would-
livelihood.
how much would a new one cost? I might be able to pay.
A new one would cost, 3 gold.
3 gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 3 gold. Yeah, here you go. And as I hand some 3 gold.
You're not very good at, money, are you? He just hops up onto the dock, grabs his fish, and just walks away.
But that, as with chat, will enter the boat.
For those playing at home, 3 gold is about how much a new rowboat would cost, because that is $300.
Yeah.
It's actually, depending on the in traditional D&D, if you compare gold to real money, it would actually be closer to $1,200, because a modern dollar is closer to a farthing, a fourth penny, rather than a full copper. Anyway. So Azza just starts rowing with Chat, who does nothing. You know. That's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
She goes across over to the boat graveyard. And let's just pull up a picture of the boat graveyard. Just pull up a picture of the boat graveyard and just go here. Oh, the phone booth picture has been up this entire time. Oops. That's kind of funny when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're a JPEG. Okay, let's see what OBS. Why aren't you showing up? OBS. Very annoying.
Oh, well, it doesn't. You don't need to show it on screen. People.
Why won't
I mean, it's pretty easy to imagine what a boat graveyard looks like.
Well,
Yeah.
Because I was going to show a specific picture.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. Fine.
That's why I just describe things.
that's actually a good visual.
You see as you approach, you find yourself in this massive area where boats have been sunk to the floor of the shallow bay. This area was never good for docking because it was always too shallow for boats to actually travel to, at least in low tide. So as you travel in, you find yourself among the boats.
All right. Now, if I were a little otter lady, where would I be?
Let me just put in something a little bit more appropriate. As you enter the boat graveyard, the sun is reaching the bottom of the sky. Sunset has arrived. You find yourself barely able to make your way between each boat, each wreck, old and new. Some of them are hulking, massive metallic wrecks that are either recent, that seem rather recent, while others are far, far older looking. Wooden ships that could be hundreds of years old. As the night sky slowly darkens and night arrives, the boat graveyard is actually lit once more in an eerie blue light.
Well, that can't be good.
Roll Arcana. Chat, you're there too, so if you back, so.
9.
You remember hearing a legend back when you were a youngin'. The grain spirits used to like to play games with chillin'. That was why you were told to never go into the cornfield after dark. The spirits of the children would become the eerie lights that you could see in the forest and the fields at night.
And so, these are similar lights?
That's what you certainly seem to believe.
Tread lightly, Chad. Well, I'll tread lightly. I'm the one doing the rowing. You're still. Y'all good?
I'm not. I'm just going to what is essentially a shipyard. Yeah, but I'll just cope with it. I'll just cope with it right now.
I was just asking because you were quiet for like a good 10 minutes.
Yeah. Just I'm not in a very talkative mood right now.
Well, anyway, tread lightly. Spirits are at play. Asa is gonna give out not a shout, but not like a normal talking, just like, Splash, y'all here?
want you to roll perception.
Come on, I'm rolling crap tonight. 5.
You see nothing. You hear nothing. You don't notice any ripples in the water.
Something really ain't right here. Now that I think about it, if spirits usually hang out around where they died, were people in here when they sank?
You feel a rocking in the boat.
What was that?
I don't know. Asa looks over the edge.
You see a face in the water.
Oh. Out there?
It doesn't
Please tell me you're-
seem to respond.
Not my reflection. Okay. Asa just kind of tries to nonchalantly just go back to rowing to look for Splash.
More
I
rocking
uh,
happens in your
oh.
boat. Every
As I look
time you look over, there are more faces in the water.
Hey, listen, we're not here for trouble. We just need to find someone alive, not dead.
I personally, do you guys wish anything of us? Are you guys wanting to stop us for anything? Please try to communicate.
I'll need help. I'm good at helping.
You see a hand slowly reach out of the water.
Asa slowly reaches towards the hand to look to take it.
It grasps upon you and
Oh.
raises its body out of the water. The creature that leaves is a horrifying corpse, bloated by the seawater that lies within its skin.
Oh my goodness.
Hello there. Is that the form you'll be trying to take for like a conversation now?
Chat, I don't think this is some ghostly apparition.
More hands begin to dig into the wood of your boat.
Oh, okay, hang on.
Slowly crawling.
Oh,
out
hold up,
of the sea.
hold up. You don't need to do that.
He's there. Like I said, we ain't here for any trouble.
They continue to crawl. Slowly, a mist rises from the deep, and you feel rain upon your fur. The only
Rain.
thing that you can still see are the creatures, each of their skin glowing a bright, briny blue.
So, y'all, like I said, we're just trying to pass through. Just looking for someone that may be here. And if not, we'll peacefully leave.
The leader finally steps upon the boat and reaches a hand out. Into his hand appears a large shaft. Of
A large
weapon.
what?
The large shaft of a weapon that
Oh.
is
Oh.
the end of which is placed upon the deck of your tiny boat.
As a slowly starts reaching for her sword. Listen, like I said, we ain't here for trouble.
Please, chat puts her paws behind her back, like to show please understand, we're just here peacefully. We're not here to mess with you phantoms and any sort of unsettling business that you guys might think we might be here to do anything about. We're just simply here just for the sake of a friend of ours. Please.
The corpse, which you can now see, appears to be the corpse, which you can now see, is wearing a bandana and seems to be some kind of bloated zombie. Lowers the shaft of the weapon in its hands, which you can finally see as a trident. And as it does, lightning flashes across the sky, and a glowing power appears within the trident.
I will defend us if we need to.
Please, I don't want to do anything horrible to you guys. Please.
We don't want to hurt you.
I especially, I've been going through a rough couple of days now. I don't want to see anyone hurt.
Just let us pass. Let us look for our friend, and we'll be gone.
Chad is starting to tear up a bit.
The bloated
Okay,
corpse waves a hand at Chat and just, in a very dismissive gesture, while lowering the trident to point at Az's chest.
What, me? What?
But, if you want to do something?
What do y'all need me to do? I'll help you.
It raises its hand and holds it out in the air in front of you.
Asa holds out her hand as well.
It continues to hold its hand, palm up, in front of you.
Payment? I got some gold. Asa pulls out 10 gold.
It simply
And
stands there, holding its hand out.
And Asa puts the gold in the hand.
The bloated creature's fingers wrap around the gold. You hear a disgusting squelch sound as the gold, and as it opens its hand, you notice that the gold has been shoved forcibly into its disgustingly bloated flesh. The corpse just nods and moves away, leaving the boat and going back into the water.
Asa will sit back down. I don't think I'll ever be able to see this.
The corpse,
Really?
all the rest of the corpses have left. leaving just the leader, who is still holding on to your boat.
Okay.
Thank you for allowing us safe passage.
The leader begins to kick its legs and moves, dragging your boat through the graveyard.
Oh, he's leading us.
If anything else, this person would definitely know a lot more about this place than us two would.
Yeah, I'd imagine that they'd know this place pretty well.
Yeah.
As I will pull in the oars so they don't get pulled out and lost to the water.
The bloated
but
corpse, the zombie, the drowned zombie leaves you finally in front of a single ship, a small houseboat on which you can see part of the name still above water. Then part of the name left is simply Busted.
Busted. I guess this is where Splash is. Thank you, friend.
The corpse simply nods and leaves,
sir,
drifting back into the water. You still see the eerie glow of blue in the air and the eerie blue crackle of electricity in various places in the water.
Asa will tie the boat to what she can so it doesn't drift off, and then go to jump onto the broken ship's deck.
Chat follows after her.
Stay close.
Yeah, so, well, thanks for, not going, like, all, enemy against them. That's
Well,
honestly really
let's be
nice.
honest. We are intruding in their territory. So I thought first offer the olive branch, as they say.
Yeah, definitely.
I can tell you this though: if Flax were here, last first, ask question never, right?
Definitely. That is her speed for information.
But hey, if we ever come back, we know what we need to do then.
Yeah, for sure. As long
If
as
we
us
can-
two.
And if it's the others, we just gotta make sure Flax knows that these guys don't mean us no harm.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's see if Splash is here. Asa will head to the nearest doorway. Splash!
Alright, and let's cut back to Rathu.
Hello.
I think Flax is gonna sit down right next to Rathia.
I love this song. This is great. I like
It's
I
perfect
like,
for.
I like the whole.
Good.
I like doing the whole atmospheric horror thing. It's fun.
It was perfect for what happened. Like I was
Oh,
actually
yeah.
feeling unnerved, honestly.
I like doing the whole atmospheric thing. It's fun.
I agree with you. I love it.
That's the most fun I have when I'm doing the GMing, is doing the whole atmospheric descriptive stuff. Anyway. Yeah, so that, Rathu, you've been studying the, book. You notice that the book is about 500 years old, and it describes a lot of things that seem like they should be new. A lot of clockwork mechanisms that artificers have been taught in the last while, and that you were taught as an artificer.
Alright.
For those at home, this song is called Clockwork. Anyway,
I keep flipping through the book then.
there are diagrams that range from entirely biological life drawings to entirely mechanical machines, like flying machines. Somewhere in the middle, you see a entire chapter on automatons. Automatons. Clockwork beings. Constructs. This is the chapter you are reading when Flax sits back down.
Much like with the librarian, unless Flax makes herself known, I probably won't notice her.
Flax waits a few moments and says, Rathu,
Yeah, hello.
Flax has a new hat.
What? I look at Flax's head.
I show off the diadem that was, I'm guessing loaned to me by the library. Flax isn't sure if she is meant to return it or not, but she does not want to.
What'd you say about the diadem?
I said Flax is unsure if she is supposed to return it or not when leaving, but she doesn't want to return it.
No, what did you do something to the diadem or?
No, I was just showing it to Rathu.
How?
I was just pointing to my head.
Okay. Good to know.
I think you should. That librarian seems big.
Flax has something very important to tell Rathu.
Big.
Flax has been granted introspection. Flax's plans have been terrible. Why has nobody told Flax?
We didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Flax has no feelings.
Lies.
Wait, actually, hasn't. Sorry to interrupt, but hasn't Asa mentioned how Flax's
Yes.
plans don't
Yes.
terrible?
Absolutely. Flax is now smart, but not wise.
Yeah.
Flax is wondering. Flax thinks that if she cannot keep this, Flax was wondering if Rathu would be able to recreate one, and what materials would be needed. Inspect, but do not remove from Flax's head.
All right. Hold on.
The only drawback is Flax cannot use drugs.
Well, I'm gonna have to look away from the book for a bit, but I guess give me like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Or nah. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
All right. Flax sits down and patiently waits. She goes over her notes that she wrote down about the things.
Is this still the same day where I had to heal Flax twice?
I think so.
I think so. Okay then. I'll use identify.
You should get Ritual Caster.
I do have Ritual Caster, but I am able to ritually cast spells. It's just that I don't want to take 10 minutes away from the book. So it's 10 minutes to ritually cast, just 1 minute to cast normally.
Yeah. God. Watch it be cursed like my gloves. By the way, did we ever figure out what exactly the gloves do?
I don't think so. But yeah, okay, so I spend the next minute identifying and I guess studying the diadem.
Diadem.
The diadem.
The dum de dum dum dum.
The diadem.
Da 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 da.
Manamana.
See.
die.
What it be, what it made of, what I would need to make one.
It is a cursed diadem of intelligence. It requires, it is made out of several enchanted gems, each one with its own enchantment, and a silver base that is crafted using runic craft to tie the other spells together. And you would need, well, it's an advanced crafting object. It would require either you to reinvent it or to find a crafting recipe.
What's the nature of the curse? Would Identify tell that?
No.
Oh.
You could
Alright.
always ask.
Yeah, I'll wave over the guinea pig.
Wow, hello, Sugar. How are you doing, Sugar Cube?
Flax's friend has just informed her that this diadem is cursed. What is the nature of the curse?
Ah, right. Well, you already know the first part of the threefold curse that is tied to the
Threefold?
diadem.
Yes,
For-
Flax cannot get drunk.
Yeah, no intoxicants. Nothing that can cloud the mind. I mean, some people would see that as a blessing, but obviously at a college, most people see it as a curse.
Can work with this.
The second is the fact that you cannot remove it.
Yeah, that's fine. And the
I
third?
can, but nobody else can. The third part of the curse is what happens when it is removed.
Oh, so as long as Flax does not remove it, then nothing bad will happen.
Yes.
Flax can work with this. A little
What?
withdrawal never killed anyone.
That
What's
happens
that?
when it's removed.
Oh, of course, sweetheart.
Flax assumes death, or pain, or both.
Well, you know how it has that whole intelligence boosting effect, right?
Oh, does it feeble the mind?
Well, see, what it does is it drains for 1 day for every hour of its use. It goes the opposite way.
So,
Um,
and Flax has been wearing it for about 3 hours?
Yep.
Yes.
Sounds about right.
So, Flax would be feeble in mind for 3 days. Flax understands.
And of course, most folks choose to continue to wear it while doing their studies for long periods of time. And that
Flax can still sleep, correct?
Hmm?
Flax can still sleep, correct?
Mhm. You can.
Okay. Flax will live with this.
But of course, sleeping with it on does, give each hour to the curse.
Flax is fine. The curse only takes a hold if Flax removes it, correct?
It is if it is removed.
Ah.
You can't remove it, remember. Only I can.
Flax was wondering if there is some place that sells sovereign glue.
I don't think she's gonna let you keep it, Flax.
Oh, don't worry. I am perfectly happy to see what happens if she keeps that thing on for a while.
Flax is curious as well. Flax will consider sovereign glue at a later date, but as is, Flax is fine with it.
Like I said, only I can remove it, or I suppose a very strong remove curse might be able to do the same, but, what with all those wizard types, I mean, I work with them all the time, but damn, are they kind of sketchy, don't you know?
I lean forward to see if it can fall off on its own, or if it's like
It is stuck. It is actively stuck.
Okay.
I
okay.
poke it on her head.
Yeah, no, it literally cannot move. It is
Okay, so-
Yep. It's really on there.
is bound.
Yeah. Okay, so that means only I or the guinea pig could remove it, but if
No,
I
only
remove
the guinea pig.
No, you
No,
cannot remove it.
well, no, if I remove it, it would.
No, you
No,
can't
it
remove
is
it.
no, it is stuck to your
Oh.
head, and the only person that can do that
It is
the guinea pig.
traditionally cursed.
Oh, okay, I thought it was Wait, so then how would the draining of intelligence work then?
It happens when you
Uh,
take it off.
When she takes it off of your head.
Oh, okay. I was thinking. Okay, I see. I thought it was if someone else other than her takes it off, that's when it
No,
takes
no,
it
no.
off.
When it comes off,
No
you
matter-
become stupid.
And yet, other people can take it off, but it requires a powerful remove curse to get the first curse. And then they theoretically could cast another remove curse to fix your brain, but that requires an even more powerful remove curse.
As long
You know
as
what I
it's
mean?
not gonna, as long as like some pickpocket's not gonna steal
No,
off my
no,
head,
it's-
I'm fine with it. I'll keep it on.
I imagine a anti-magic field would also.
I
help.
feel like this is a useful
anti-magic-
magic item that makes sense to exist. You know,
An anti-magic field would also negate the curse. Well, at least I wouldn't feel the
Possibly.
effects of the curse when under it. But as soon as
Unless-
I'm out of the magic, anti-magic
I
field,
really should
if I'm
be-
still wearing it.
I should really bring reverse magic fields into this game, because those are fascinating.
Oh, they do the opposite effect.
Yeah, there's a type of thing from books that I used to read where it reverses all magic. So what it would do in this case is if you reverse the spell that was on the diadem,
I would be mine.
wearing the diadem would drain your intelligence, but then grant you more intelligence after taking it off, and the diadem would constantly be trying to get off.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, you know.
All right, so that means all Flax has to do is go through. She won't be able to sample her stuff anymore, but Flax does have some ideas then.
I mean, no, it is a good magic item.
I know
It's
it is a
progress.
good.
It is a very good.
All right.
Of course, she
It's
does
really
reserve
good.
the
It's just
right
that if it,
to take it back if she ever believes she needs to.
Let's see.
Just saying. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm surprised there's not any.
you really shouldn't take it with you.
Well, I mean, if I remove it now, I'm gonna be an idiot for 3 days.
so
I kind of-
so Sugar Cube, what did you think of my book?
Ah, yes,
Uh,
Flax. Oh,
Oh.
were you
My
talking to
book or
Flax
her
or
book?
Rathu?
I was talking to Flax, but you can
Ah,
go
yes.
first, little boy.
Oh, very fascinating. Very fascinating.
Yeah,
I-
it was a relative of mine who wrote it. You know.
Do you,
Very
do you
smart
have
man.
do you have any pen and paper that I could borrow, so I can take some notes?
Yeah, of course. It's in the center console.
All right.
In the center of the large desk table, there's a little stack of like post-it card, like like note card sized piece of paper and golf pencils. And now, how are you doing, my dear little Sugar Cube Flax?
He
yes.
goes off to get himself some paper and pencils.
Flax learned much and has taken many notes. Flax is thinking about finding ways to create her own dungeon core. Not
Well-
of herself, of course, but maybe with some sort of possibly using the spirit of something small, such as a dog, a non-sentient dog.
Well, sweetheart, I mean, that's certainly possible. I've heard of such things being done, but I gotta tell you, the more powerful the soul, the more powerful the creation.
Of course, but Flax is looking only as a preliminary test before moving on to further